Call her daddy.
Call her daddy. Like, stop.
Yes, let you stop. So recently, Vice President Kamala Harris was on a media press tour, right? She's trying to do, we're less than a month away from the 2024 presidential election. And as any candidate would do, because Donald Trump is doing the same exact thing, they're trying to be outside, okay? The same way you be outside when it's your birthday, they're outside because this is their big event. Election November is around the corner. So she goes on Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy podcast, which is very well known. Mm-hmm. I personally don't watch it, but I know a lot of people watch it, and she has signed $1 million deals because of this podcast. She has celebrities on all the time. They talk about their life, women things. That's what she's known about, right? Like, they just talk about girl things. Mm-hmm. So Kamala Harris goes on the podcast, and this had the people shaking. Who would have thought? I feel like at this point, anything that Harris does becomes a problem. She drinks a certain way. Why she drank this water and not this one?
Some of y'all really like to be bothered. Like, it be stuff that you really don't even need to be bothered by. Like, so what? Like, I don't think y'all understand or remember when times of being unbiased was the way.
No, it still is the way.
I know, but it's like people like want you to be a particular way so bad. Like, and sometimes like y'all be wanting people to have a stance on stuff. Like, y'all be wanting these celebrities to speak out on things. And like, when people use their platform to do something that they believe in, y'all want to sit there and bash them so bad. Y'all was shooketh in that lady's comments talking about how disrespectful, how disgusting you gonna have her.
So to that point, she faced backlash on social media with her regular listeners because they were accusing her of peddling propaganda for the Democratic Party.
But wasn't that, what's Mr. Orange? What's his name again? Trump. What wasn't he just on that dude Adin?
Andrew, he was on Adin Ross's live way before Harris went on Alex Cooper's podcast. And recently he was on Andrew Schultz's podcast, which is called Flagrant. So my thing is, say what you want. I think at the end of the day, because it was her own listeners that were providing like the backlash, they were upset and they were like, well, we thought this was a podcast that was just for women things, like for us to chill and just talk about relationships, because she's had all these celebrities. But like, I feel like Alex Cooper kept it real to her, right? Like, she asked about reproductive issues, and she did ask about things about, you know, people are saying that because you didn't have your own children, that you weren't humbled, etc. Like, she tried to keep it as real as she did. But let's be honest, if you got the opportunity to interview someone that big, you would. And she also said, I extended the same thing for Trump. So if Trump would have wanted to come on the podcast, he could have, but he didn't want to.
He don't got nothing to say.
And I want to play the video. This is Donald Trump calling... Ooh, not me hitting the mic, sorry. I just get mad with these things. Listen to what Trump had to say about Alex Cooper.
I think the other one asking the question is dumber than Kamala. So that's like, she's a dummy. I watched her over the years. That is one dumb woman. Sorry. I'm sorry, women. She's a dummy.
People are ridiculous.
Like, this just shows how, first of all, he's just butthurt. It's okay, like you were saying, it's okay if you don't like somebody, if you don't like what they said, but at the end of the day, there are levels to these things. You're running to be president, so it's like, but it's someone like, going on a podcast should not make you feel this way.
But it's like, also, someone having someone on a podcast isn't dumb. It's the things that people say that make them dumb. Like people just be saying anything could be done. Ooh. Oh my
God. I'm sorry for the audio, you guys.
Wow.
But just to end this little segment, her whole reasoning, like Kamala is going on this whole episode because she is trying to get young voters, right? Mm-hmm. And this is her demographic according to like an NPR article, right? This is one of the most popular podcasts in the country, especially among young women, where nearly 8 in 10 of the show's listeners are under 35, according to metrics from Edison Research. So Harris is just going to where her target audience is at, and she's also done like traditional media. You know, she went on All the Smoke podcast, which was she was trying to, you know, reach black men, and so she went there. She's about to do this interview with she's gonna host a town hall alongside Charlemagne the God so that's also like she's trying to be out there. So regardless of if she wins or not, her heart is gonna be, you know, at ease because she knows that she did all that she could.
This is not like, I mean, I feel like this is the first time we're seeing this now in this type of generation where we see like presidential candidates going on podcasts, because that's the new norm.
Yeah, because podcasts weren't a thing a few years ago.
This is the new norm. So it's like, how do you go with the new norm? Like, if she didn't do that, y'all would have said she was out of touch. Y'all would have been like, she don't know how.
She's afraid of the media. She can't do stuff without a teleprompter. Like, regardless, it's always a problem.
Y'all gonna be mad at everything in this world.